Now, I don't know how much you missed that time because, again, when I'm in battles and stuff like that, I don't notice when the indicator is gone for recording my videos. So this is getting to be annoying. Now, I don't think she should talk to me as nicely as she does when I have a gun drawn on her, but I don't know how to undraw the gun.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
What is shambling? So I heard, I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
Bleeding and delirious. He's hired me to shoot videos of this game and put them up on YouTube, and we're hoping people will subscribe and watch, and it'll be a lot of fun. I like your hair, by the way. He's still kicking, the guy we're talking about.
Well, that's a relief. You don't want to know how much paperwork's involved in paying off a gravesite fee. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
I think you really should get a helmet if you're gonna, be in combat and stuff like that. You could get killified quite easily without a helmet. Don't worry, you sit tight. I'll handle it, and I'll leave the conversation. Now, I was going to criticize them for giving life and death missions to a total stranger, but in this case she didn't, meaning I took it on myself, although she totally agreed to it.
Smell some attack!
And she doesn't seem to be helping me. Even though it's her job to deal with these marauders, not mine. I could put this gun away.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Welcome aboard Apex Transport Triangulum Colony 2325. He used to say the reliable, and somebody took some red paint and put "un" there, so it's now the unreliable. Just showing that to y'all right here on your favorite YouTube channel.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I'm not here to misappropriate anything.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty.
No
Please prepare
dishonesty.
yourself for lethal deterrence. Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right? We're not in outer space. If you did jettison me, I would roll onto the soil. Maybe sprain my ankle at most.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
And you've got obnoxious music playing when I don't want to hear it. There's that as well. I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage or even a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
You don't have to explain everything to me, okay? I'm Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill, melee, improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. I hope everyone's writing this down. There will be a test at the end. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlocked bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Work diligently, improve yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. Congratulations, you have gained enough experience to go up a level. I've upped my level, up yours. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level, just like in Fallout New Vegas. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay. I feel like guns are important in this game, but so is persuading people. Yes, I accept it. I'm the one who put it in. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. You can command your companions to use their special abilities on the enemy you are targeting. C companion 1 ability, V companion 2 ability. I feel like you're giving me an information dump that I will not remember.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Good luck with that. I mean, I don't have a job or anything.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down at Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Would that be a yellow brick road, I hope? Like, follow the yellow brick road? Follow the yellow brick road? Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow it. You don't want to play, huh? Now, I feel like she gave in. Now, I didn't use persuade there at all, and I feel like she just gave in on the whole fine thing way too quickly. I told her I was unemployed. Nobody in this game is supposed to be unemployed because everybody on this planet is supposed to work for the company. So she shouldn't have believed I was unemployed in the first place. In the second place, she didn't give me any kind of feedback like get your family members to pay or anything like that. I think she just gave in too easily, especially with there being a big fine and I didn't use a persuade on her at all. I expected more. We expected more, but with one thing and another, we were trying to outscore each other in a tug of war.
Help! Help! Oh, please! Strong! Too strong!
In years to come, we may discover what the air we breathe and the life we lead is all about. But it won't be soon enough. Soon enough for me. You know, see, it's time like this that I really want to remove all the HUD elements. And there may be mods to do that. I have not modded this game. But I wish I could just remove all the HUD elements and my gun from the middle of this picture. And just look at, you know, that background. But I can't. But as you see, it's a visually stunning game. If I could figure out the many parts of it, like why is the 2 flashing? I hit the 2, nothing happens, but there's a 2 flashing in the upper left-hand corner. I don't know why. I feel like there's a lot going on that I have no idea about, and it wasn't in any of these information dumps I was given earlier.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Now we're friends? We just met each other. How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
I'm actually looking for a woman, and I'd like a woman with high income and low standards. I mean, is that why you've got a pair of armed guards?
I'm being vigilant. Don't want to get blindsided by some corpse-chewing marauder come stalking out the shadows.
You're telling me there's cannibals out there?
Oh, worse. Unemployed cannibals. You ever seen a marauder hold down a job? Or put a stake into society?
If you've got a marauder problem, I can take care of it.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
Marauders by the finger, troubles by the score. I never got your name. I'm YouTube Dude Tube. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
You know, Reed Thompson, your name, Silas, all of that. These sound like names Stephen King would make up. Is this a Stephen King novel?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
You're the one who brought it up, okay? I wouldn't even know if he was that he was a special case if you hadn't said he's a special case. Then I ask you why he's a special case, and you go, I don't want to talk about it. You already talked about it. Where can I find these deadbeats?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
There's something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
You lose a lot of people
Former
to marauders?
People, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Right, because you think they're cannibals.
Flesh-gnawing, marrow-sipping creatures of pure depravity they are. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
How long you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, whatever?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
That's all for now. That's all for then, that's all for how, that's all for when. I like a place that lets you walk around with a drawn pistol. Now I'm gonna hard save it here because this is where I made the decision to go back and start all over again because the guy's name was spelled wrong. Remember, this is YouTube, DudeTube. That's the name of the character. That's not me. I am your poorly aged, sarcastic, PC, witty gamer. But this guy is YouTube, DudeTube. He's the character that is being played in the Outer Worlds. He is. Halcyon is part of the Halcyon cluster, so named because Halcyon. You can be both admired and feared by the same faction. They are not mutually exclusive. There's still perk points available. I wish this wasn't in metric so that I could understand it. Okay, I took something that'll make me permanently have an armor bonus. Because why not, right?
I've got some time.
I like your green hair, Esther Blaine. Another Stephen King type. You know, this music's starting to give me Stephen King vibes as well. What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
I'll leave you be, creepy lady. I like that nobody has any problem with me pointing my gun directly in their face.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
I think we just found out their saltuna is not fish. Why'd they say that in front of a stranger? I don't know.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Gates myself, gates myself. You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Neither are you. I mean, uniform, what are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator so I can get off this stinking planet and find out if there's other planets in this video game. Oops! I broke immersion.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise. I never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Come home, come home. You who are weary, come home.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide? I've never seen her before.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
I don't know what talents you're talking about, but I sure could use the company. And your stupid bowler hat looks fine.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
Engine
Best of luck
tape?
to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going, leave conversation. Another pop-up. I was worried that I might get immersively into this game, but no need to worry about that as long as we've got these pop-ups. Ain't that right? CNP New Manager Seminar Companions. You've gained a companion! Woo! These are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support, period. Their skills enhance your skills, period. They increase your carrying capacity, period. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill, period. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Continue. I'm actually going to save it right here, and this is probably this is where we're going to retire this video. Please like and subscribe. We've got 39 subscribers right now. We've had thousands of views. So most of the people viewing are not, by a long shot, most of the people viewing are not subscribing. You could turn that around, and I hope that you do. Like last month we had something like 939 different people viewing that were not subscribing. Please subscribe. It would help us out a lot, and it's free. And thank you for coming here today. Thank you for watching.